What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. I'm Drew Bosley, and that's the one and the only Scott Savage. Scott, what's up, buddy?
I really need to make my rounds to Atomic Heart. I'm going to Atomic Heart. I'm going to do it today. I'm making a commitment.
All right. Well, what happened today, Scott, was actually some news coming out for Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, some gameplay. We're a little late in covering it, so we're going to cover it on tomorrow's show. So make sure you stop by tomorrow for that show.
You may stink if you will.
You maybe. We'll see what happens. You never quite know on this show, where you can normally join us live noon Eastern over on twitch.tv/theofficial ITG, as well as youtube.com/theofficialitg. But if you can't join us when we're live, hit us up later inside the game.ca podcast services and TV streaming networks around the globe. Dude, today's show is a hot one. If leaks are to be true, GTA 6 maps looks to be huge, maybe even doubling GTA 5. A leaked image of man, it's gonna be one of those days, Scott. I can already feel it. A leaked image of Avatar Pandora tomorrow has surfaced, with more news to follow soon. And Assassin's Creed Mirage has been delayed. We got some more news for Ubisoft as well, with the fact that they backed out of E3. Dude, oh, there's so much Ubisoft news today. There's a lot happening. I want to get into it because I got a lot to talk about. GTA 6 leak screenshot reveals huge map. Now, what you're seeing right now in the actual screen is just part of it, like the main base of it. Scott, you've seen it. We know what we're looking at here. What are your overall thoughts before we get into the doc?
Well, I'm thinking GTA 5, I almost said 1. GTA 5 was very large.
It's going to be one of those days, dude.
It's funny. You usually get one of those a week, but no, it seems to be ludicrously large. So I'm wondering if there's a scale effect happening here, where maybe I'm not seeing it properly to scale, or perhaps this is promotional and it's not meant to be the actual playable space. It's really hard to tell because there's not the same level of detail that we're used to seeing on a GTA 5 map.
No, absolutely. This is Tyler Fisher over at comicbook.com. A leaked GTA 6 screenshot is making the rounds, as it seems to reveal just how huge the game's Vice City map is going to be. Rockstar Games hasn't announced this setting, though it's more or less been leaked. Dude, here's a funny thing, too. Let's just kind of roll this back real quick. Dude, Rockstar never leaks anything. GTA 6 has seen the most leaks ever. That is not something I think I would ever anticipate.
Makes me wonder if some employees at Rockstar themselves are motivated to kind of break what they're used to, and it's them leaking it. I mean, ultimately.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. It's somebody on the inside saying, here's a screenshot. And while there is... Okay, we'll get into it. The next Grand Theft Auto game yet. However, we know it's the Vice City, aka Miami, and the greater Florida area, thanks to not just reports from reputable sources, but the massive leak from last year, when the very early build of the game leaked online. Scott, you remember that. We covered that here on the show. When the game leaked online, a metric ton of media of the game leaked online as a consequence, including lengthy looks at very early gameplay. Recently, this footage and screenshots from it have been resurfacing and making the rounds for a variety of different reasons. The latest bit of leaked media to surface is a screenshot showing one of two protagonists and what appears to be downtown Vice City on the horizon. And the image has resurfaced because, as noted, it demonstrates just how big the game's map seems to be. Dude, so many leaks coming out of this thing. This is just so surprising. The leak resurfaced via GTA 6 Reddit page and shows one of the game's two protagonists walking the streets of what appears to be part of Vice City, as it's a very urban environment. Yet downtown Vice City can be seen on the horizon quite far away. As a Reddit user points, if you were this far from downtown Los Santos in GTA 5, you'd be easily outside the metropolitan area. Thus, the conclusion that is Vice City's going to be huge. Scott. Dude, you think we're going to double the size? Like, how much bigger do we really need to get?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And is this really just to facilitate online a higher player count, perhaps? But how big is the lobby even now? Like 18 players? I want to say it's somewhere up there. I don't think it's 24.
No, I thought it was. So maybe that's where I'm kind of getting things confused. Well, take a look at it right now, right? When we get into a battle royale scenario, we're 100 people. You get into Warzone, you're much more than that. You're 200 people.
Yeah.
So are they looking to scale this to a larger area now and say, hey, here you go. Here's the GTA battle royale, Scott? Is that coming?
I certainly would see it working very well. They could have just a game mode for the battle royale, but I could certainly see that. You'll never stop people from just free roaming. So
no, but if you
would have to put it behind you'd have to put it behind a mode.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right? If you introduce just that battle royale mode for GTA, dude, how many people you think are gonna jump ship from all the other battle royales we're currently playing?
It would have its own, of course, identity, being Rockstar's GTA. It would pull a lot of people away.
Man, I just thought of that, going with the map being this big. It does lack a lot of detail that we're used to, right? When you take a look at GTA 5's map versus this one, dude, there's a lot kind of that looks scarce versus GTA 6, the leaked version of the map. I'm sure there's a bunch of assets and things that are missing from it, but the overall scope, and you take a look at the size, it's got to be at least 1.5, maybe almost 2 times larger than what we currently see. And what we do see is that we're missing the top corner of it too. Like, we're not seeing the full map, right?
It's unclear if it's a shape that's a joke as well. GTA 5's map is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
What?
If you've not noticed, no. You're gonna notice now. You'll look at it. You'll see it.
No, I didn't notice. That's a thing.
Yeah, it's a turtle.
Oh man, wow.
I think it's the blue bandana turtle. I'm not sure. I'm not good on the names.
Leonardo? Real? Oh man! All right, I'm gonna. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. All right, you learn something every day, Scott.
I'm wondering if do you think Rockstar has reached out to Ubisoft, or at least studied what Ubisoft has done? Because I bring that up just because of the massive size of the map.
From the scale size alone, right? Like when you look at the Assassin's Creed maps, they're never small. When you take a look at the size of Odyssey, like it went with Origins. Like every game kind of iterated and made it bigger. Origins was good size. I thought it was comfortable. Odyssey was just massive. Valhalla was huge again. Like it just kept scaling. And then we're going to go back into Mirage, where we're going to be heading into the conversation here shortly. But yeah, there's a lot. Maybe they can take notes from at least to go, hey, but again, it's Rockstar, man. Have they really kind of screwed up yet?
No, certainly not. Not in recent memory.
No, from what
I remember a mod made it to the market shelves that wasn't supposed to make it there, but that was their only slip up.
Hot chocolate. Dude, I had that copy.
I think it was coffee.
It was a hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Oh, I thought it was hot chocolate. Fair enough.
Have you've experienced that? I have not.
Dude, I had it. I had that copy. Because I remember at one point I went to trade it in, and our local EB Games wouldn't take it back.
Oh, they wouldn't accept it now.
No, it had the barcode. Like, no, this has got the hot coffee. I thought it was hot chocolate. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, they had the hot mode in it, and it wasn't happening.
I wonder if there'll be a slip up on this one. You can always wonder.
Yeah, speaking of slipping up, first in-game screenshot of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora has seemingly leaked.
I knew it was Frontiers of Pandora.
Dude, I've been calling Pandora tomorrow
at the beginning.
My bad.
Yeah. It's okay. I understand where that comes from.
You know where I'm coming from, right? At least.
I never stopped thinking about it either.
Rest in peace, Sam Fisher. This is Chris Scullion over at VGC. Yo, it appears that the first in-game screenshot of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora have leaked. Twitter user Script Leaks R6, who usually leaks upcoming content from Ubisoft's Rainbow Six series, has now tweeted an image from the publisher's upcoming Avatar game. VGC understands the image is authentic, Scott. The screen, we didn't post this screen just because we don't have actual confirmation, nor the rights to show his screenshots. So we decided
it's more
not
of, to. We can't multiply a leak.
No, absolutely. But we can talk about it. So that's the main thing. Dude, the screenshot basically has a mech in the background and us holding a gun shooting at the mech.
Yeah.
Right?
Which there's one little detail that I noticed is different from the first movie, where an arrow passes right through the windshield of the mech, striking the enemy. It's a 10-year-old movie now, and sorry about the spoilers, but they've changed that now. There seems to be some metal slats that can close to protect the pilot. Really, what should have been day one design.
That is pretty funny. But yeah, Script Leaks R6 also says they'll be posting gameplay soon.
Oh,
Dude, I immediately went soon. So June is coming. That's E3. And then on coming up in further in the show, we'll talk about how Ubisoft just bailed at E3. So, dude, that kind of threw my whole thought process out the window. And maybe we were just getting. When are we getting a Ubisoft Connect, Scott? I think this is kind of where it's building towards, right? I was thinking E3.
Yeah.
Obviously, now with the latest news, we'll be getting into soon. That's not going to happen. But are we still going to get some kind of Ubisoft Connect to showcase this, or are they just going to here's a gameplay trailer and just drop it and let everybody watch it?
Yeah, or was this the subject of that kind of Connect, but it just hasn't happened now because of these leaks? That's something that we have to worry about when it comes to leaks. Sometimes you just spoil. If you spoil Christmas, sometimes you don't get Christmas.
Yeah, right? Kind of, in a sense. That's the biggest problem. Dude, I love, as much as we like to cover all the leaks and things here because we are so much in tune with all the news and what's happening.
Can't help but learn about it, yeah.
Yeah, right? But at the same time, it is nice to see these surprises kind of drop too, right? Where you can get that hype, go, man, I did not see this coming, and then you get that bit of information. But I wonder then if, what's the state of the game? We're supposed to get it this year as well. So, like, this year's not that far away, Scott. Like, we're in it. How much longer is going to be around before we actually see anything at all? There's a lot dropping this year, man. Like, there's a ton of games.
Oh, we're at the end of Q3 already. We're into Q2.
So it's wow. Q1, Q2, yeah. So it's we'll see. Frontiers of Pandora is a first-person open-world action-adventure game set for the Xbox Series X and S, PS5, PC, and Luna. Scott recently added. So yeah, there is that coming out. In a separate tweet, Script Leaks R6 also suggested that Ubisoft Plus will launch on Xbox in mid-April.
We have started hearing rumors about that, yes.
Yes.
Nothing official, I don't believe.
Not yet, but everything seems to be kind of tying together, Scott, as we get more and more involved into these leaks and rumors start floating around. But we'll see. Dude, are you excited for this game at all? I think that's the other thing.
I'm very curious, but I'm not sure if excited is the proper word. I played a very, very small amount of the of the Avatar game.
Yeah.
Pandora Tomorrow's stuck in my head. So,
sorry, that's my bad.
It was on Xbox 360 way back. I was in high school when I played it.
Wow.
So we're going back 12 or more years ago now, 14 years ago, something like that. So I don't really have much memory of it, but it wasn't terribly exciting.
No.
So I don't want that to really cloud my judgment of this game, but it does take away some of the hype.
Really? I got the hype. Dude, this is massive entertainment, right? The same team that gave us the Division 1 and 2. So they know how to make an open world game. They can lend it now over to the world of Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. Yeah, it's going to be... Dude, I think we're in for a cool game. I'm hoping that everything just kind of pans out the way it should. But yeah, you never quite know until you get hands on, right? So time will tell with that. But I'm pretty excited, man. I like Avatar. I'm a big fan of Avatar. And if they can do it properly, I think you bring it over.
Still haven't seen the new movie.
Actually, it's funny. I haven't seen it yet either. I've been too tied up in other things. But dude, keeping in with Ubisoft. This comes from Tom Henderson over on, I believe it's Twitter. An update. Spoke with multiple people, and Assassin's Creed Mirage still has an end of August deadline and Motorfest for September 2023. So I'm inclined to believe the rumor is well-educated guess based on Ubisoft's history of delays. Mirage gameplay is scheduled for E3. Scott, rumors are flying around right now that Assassin's Creed Mirage could be delayed.
Yeah, that's a little scary because this is one I have a huge amount of hype for.
Yep. We were kind of thinking it'd be around September, right? Like that was end of summer, beginning of September. But with everything going on now, we know Starfield is coming out on September 6th. Rumors right now are flying around that Spider-Man 2 is also coming out in September. And then if you put in Assassin's Creed Mirage, dude, I hope we get it sometime sooner than later.
Yeah, that's really commercial disaster if September gets all of these launches.
Oh, so many games, so many high praise titles to come out. They're high anticipated, I guess would be the other word to go with.
Yeah.
That people are really looking forward to, like, hey, I want this one, I want this one. Like, they're lining up their wallet to get going. And then, it's just your wallet goes like this and just kind of just for September, right? It's just like, that's it. I was like, man,
a puff of dust.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, we'll see. But dude, another A delay coming for your Assassin's Creed. We
Ah,
kind of wondered after coming off of Valhalla, how long will it take for us to get the next game? Now, granted,
mhm.
Assassin's Creed Mirage was supposed to be initially a piece of DLC content for Valhalla, but it came into be so big that it kind of gravitated towards its own game. Cool.
Yeah.
If we take a year off from Assassin's Creed, dude, it's funny. As much as I'm getting the bug to get into Assassin's Creed, I'm okay with taking a year off.
Well, if it means that content is there on launch, I'm absolutely there with you. But I don't think Mirage is really set to be that of service.
No, it's not, right? It's supposed to be a single player experience, going back to the original with Altair or even Ezio, kind of how we were into more stealth mechanics, story point A, story point B, right? Kind of getting into that with this open world touch of what we've become to know for Assassin's Creed. But at the same time, if they want to delay it, yo, I am so down for that. Don't give me a crappy Assassin's Creed game when you're about to bring back my stealth mechanic, man. Don't ruin it for me, Scott.
Yeah, no, I
Right?
really want this one to land proper.
Yeah. So we'll see. Apparently, it's claimed that it could get delayed till 2024, which is a bit of a surprise. I didn't think it would really get pushed, but we'll see.
Oh,
Time will tell. Right.
gameplay schedule for E3 leads into an awkward realization.
Well, then let's get into it because Ubisoft has pulled out of E3 2023, Scott. The company says it's decided to move in a different direction after
But
previously
Tom,
committing to attend. Oh, man. Andy Robinson over VGC. Last month, the Assassin's Creed publisher became the first major company to publicly commit to attending the revamped E3, which is due to take place in June at its traditional venue in the Los Angeles Convention Center. However, in a statement issued to VGC, the company said it has now decided to, quote, move in a different direction, end quote, and will instead be holding its own Ubisoft Forward live event on June 12th in Los Angeles. Scott, it's still
awkwardly
there,
next door.
right? Here's the thing. Yo, they just pulled a Microsoft and did their own Xbox event kind of thing instead being Ubisoft.
Yeah, everybody is just kind of diving off of this unfortunately sinking old ship
Oh,
that is
man.
E3, which
Yep.
saddens me to no end. You know, because of Ubisoft, I've actually been to the Los Angeles Convention Center once, eh?
Really? That's news to me.
Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Oh, that doesn't count. Quote, E3 has fostered unforgettable moments across the industry throughout the years, end quote, a spokesperson told VGC. Quote, while we initially intended to have an official E3 presence, we've made the subsequent decision to move in a different direction and will be holding a Ubisoft Forward live event on the 12th of June in Los Angeles. We look forward to sharing more details with our players very soon, end quote. Scott, another one bites the dust. Another one bails out of E3. Another one says E3 is not necessary for any big publisher. Is really, I think, starting to transition completely into like an indie showcase.
Which is confusing to me, though, because Xbox does their own indie showcase as well. So that's going to take a little bit from that. One may sap from the other.
Well, it's just how many shows do we get into, right? Where we keep veering away and keep veering away. And then here, we'll just have another showcase and we'll have another showcase. Then we had Jeff Keighley showcase and another Jeff Keighley showcase and another Jeff Keighley Game Awards, right? Like there's so many other things that keep kind of popping up after all of this. Jeff Keighley came out and said he doesn't like the direction that E3 is going. He's doing his own thing, right? Summer Game Fest, boom, comes out and crushes it. He's really doing well for what he's created. And then, of course, we get the VGAs, the Video Game Awards as well. So we're already getting the Keighley's, we call them now at this point, which is kind of funny.
The Key 3.
Yeah, so we're getting our own version. But we're seeing over the years the decline of E3 and all the big dogs going, we don't need E3. We've got the presence. We've got the online capabilities just to do it ourselves. And they're still going to be there around the E3 timeframe because it's still got that bit of a charm and personality that, oh, you hear E3, so you recognize what it is. But
It's like the holiday season.
Yeah. Dude, I still miss it, man. I so miss what it used to be. It'll never be that way again because PlayStation gone, right? Nintendo not there. Microsoft, Bethesda doing their own thing at their own place. And then now so is Ubisoft. Dude, everybody's leaving E3.
The only thing I could see maybe it coming back is if we're losing too much of the kind of captured mindshare. There's too many presentations, too many showcases to watch. Some may fall through the cracks.
Right.
There might be less than less than satisfying results, which would result in maybe some of the companies binding together again? Or will it have much of a more casual kind of feeling to it instead of more of the business sense?
Well, yeah. The other thing too, right? When you take a look at the other side of it, is that E3 is open a lot more to the public as well.
Yeah,
So,
I remember when that was not open to public at all, I believe.
No, it was a media showcase, right? It was allowed the press to get in there, cover the games, and get out. Now, though you have a workaround, they have more public in there to try and make an extra buck. Got to keep the lights on somehow. E3 though, dude, the presence just keeps dwindling down. This is the first time they're back in 4 years, and it sounds like I don't know if they'll be back next year. I really kind of question,
No.
right? With this, what does this look like? We don't know who's coming to the table right now. There's no big names coming to E3. Like nobody,
Yeah.
dude. All the big guys are gone. Like they're just not there. They don't feel like they need to be there. Granted, I don't think they need to be anymore, right?
No,
So
I don't think they need to.
no, I don't think so either. But Scott, what we need is to reveal what games are out today. What do we have?
We have Colossal Cave on the Xbox One, X, and S. Crime Boss, Rockay City on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, and PC. MLB The Show 23 is on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, XS, and the Nintendo Switch. Sifu has reached the Xbox today on Xbox One and the Series X and S. You know, Atomic Heart may have to wait. Terra Nil is on the PC, iOS, and Android services. And The Last of Us Part 1 has made it to PC, as if my schedule is not full enough.
Absolutely. Okay, couple things. We got a couple minutes before we go. I want to talk about two things. Maybe three. We'll see. Crime Boss. Where do you think it fits in the review scale, Scott? Where do you think Crime Boss Rockay City is going to land? Predictions.
I haven't seen a whole lot of it, but I have a hunger for that kind of game. I'm hoping it's 7.5 plus. I'm hoping it gets it into the last quarter there.
I think we see it around the 6.5.
Oh, yeah?
I think we're in for like a B tier title. Yeah, that's where I'm envisioning this game to be. We'll see, but I don't know. Reviews should be dropping any minute, and we'll be seeing them soon. Dude, what about The Last of Us? How excited are you finally to see this thing on PC?
Oh, I cannot wait to play it because I've missed The Last of Us this whole time. So I'm really excited about it. And I think this will, if all things line up as they have been, this will be the best version of it to play going forward.
Yeah.
Until it's remade once more.
Yeah. Well, this kind of makes me think that The Last of Us Part 2 is going to get remade as well. Right?
If that goes to PC, I am a very happy person. Also, if a PlayStation 5 happened to appear in my front yard, I'd be also very happy and much more surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised to see this getting remastered for PS5 and then coming to PC after at another date. I think that's
you think they'll do three launch dates for that as well, if they were?
Maybe then they'll launch it with the season 2 on HBO. I'm thinking that's where they're lining this up, right? We're gonna hold back. We're about to launch this. We're gonna get into the factions 2, whatever that multiplayer is for Last of Us Part 2 that I've been starving for, and many others. I'm kind of looking for anything. We've always seen a couple little snippets of like screenshots, and I was like, come on, like give me something else here, will you? So hopefully we've seen something on that soon. Neil Druckmann says we will. Time will tell. But yeah, I think when we get into it, The Last of Us Part 2 is going to get remade. I wonder if that's what they're lining up for, Scott. Remake, and then factions, and then HBO. It's just so many other things, dude. It's funny.
Well, is that flooding it with too much Last of Us, though?
Never. Dude, MLB The Show 2023, or MLB The Show 23, Corey and I are going to be working on that one. We'll be hopefully getting into that one next week. We have codes. We got codes late, but we're working on it. There's a lot always to unpack within the MLB The Show. But again, it's funny. It's one of those things, right? Sports games come out. They're only worked on for about 9 months, and then they're out 9 months.
Yeah.
Then we're into another cycle.
Turnaround.
Very, very quick turnaround. So we'll be diving into some of that. But Scott, until tomorrow, everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. This has been ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. Make sure you join us when we're over on Twitch and YouTube at the official ITG. But if you can't join us live, hit us up later. InsideTheGame.ca podcast services, TV streaming networks around the globe. Until tomorrow, everybody, I'm Drew. That's Scott. We'll see you inside the game.